Yeah, so let's start. Mm, The first file is delay.tcl. In line 1, we are creating an object of class simulator. For the next line, we are creating a trace file. Then in line 4, we create a nam file, and from line 6 to line 13 we basically are creating node, and we assign different color for node 0, node 1 and node 2. Line 14 and 15, we are setting up the connection between the nodes. It would be a duplex link with the drop tail algorithm, and after that we set the orientation. While we run, the orientation of the nodes would be as we have set it. We are setting a TCP connection, and after that we are attaching the TCP connection. In line 19, new agent slash TCP sync defines the behavior of the destination node of TCP and assign it to a pointer called sync.
Continuing further, from line 20, attaching this particular agent to a particular node. Now we will connect these agents to each other so that we can establish connection. For differentiating connection, we use flow ID. In the next few lines of code, we are providing FTP type of traffic. Attach FTP to TCP, hence we generated traffic at node 0. Now we are providing some characteristics to FTP. We set FTP type, packet size as 1000 bytes and rate 1 MB. Now we will transfer the particular traffic from one to another end. For that, we will start FTP at 1.0 second and will stop it at 3.0 second. The proc finish will generate a procedure in which we call global variable ns, nf and nt. Now the line 32 will flush the trace what have been done in the nam file. The exec nam will execute the nam file. Now we will simply exit from the procedure. Line 37 calls the finish procedure. After finish, we simply run using $ns run.
So the next file is delay.awk file. AWK programs basically consist of three parts: begin, content and end. Begin deals with what is to be executed prior to the text file processing, normally which is used to initialize variable values or constants. The next few lines of the code execute for every row in the input file. Action is equals to $1 means that the value of the first column of the trace file is assigned to action. It can be R, which means receive, S, which signifies send, D, which signifies drop, and F, which signifies forward. Similarly, the values of time, node 1, node 2 and packet ID are assigned. In the next few lines of code, we can see different if loops. So using the first if loop, we get the highest packet number. Using the second if loop, we save the send time for all the packets. And in the third if loop, if the action is received, we save the receive time of all the packets, else we assign -1 to that.
Now coming to the end part, the part explains what to be executed after the text file processing. That is, what to print on terminal or to show output on the terminal. Here we have used a for loop which runs from 0 to highest packet ID. Inside the for loop, we subtract start time of packet from the end time of same packet to get the delay of one packet. Then we take the sum of delay of all the packets to get total end-to-end delay. This NAM window shows three nodes 0, 1 and 2. This green box shows the packet sent by node 0 and received by node 2. Finally, total delay comes out to be 38.79 milliseconds.